good morning, good morning. Are we all ready to be pounded again by Mullen in another day of despair? Oh man, this company absolutely horrendous. Oh, terrible allergies this morning. Absolutely terrible. Oh, my eyeballs feel like they just came out of a sandpaper contest. Okay, here we go. We're back. All right. Right now it is exactly 8 o'clock in the morning. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful Monday morning. Other than some runny nose allergies and little itchy eyeballs. Okay, so down and dirty with Mullen, and also, first of all, anyone watching these videos, once again, I appreciate it. Please check out my previous videos. I definitely do ramble on a little bit, but I've been told that is definitely a strength of mine because I enjoy speaking my mind, and I also enjoy talking about some things that a lot of people may not want to hear, which really does suck. I still have Mullen shares. I'm down. It's absolutely BS. I am. There is. I mean, when I say this, it literally is just like it's the more and more that I make videos on this, the more and more I ask myself what the hell I'm doing, because I don't think I'm ever going to get my money back. The amount of money that I've lost in Mullen. So it's more so the point right now of me just literally being like, what the hell am I doing? Because last week was a very good week. Because I ended up trading, doing 3 day trades on big movers throughout the day. Didn't even look at Mullen. Mullen did nothing special last week, but continued to go down. And it's like, right now, this is probably maybe like, at least, I mean, I've opened so many positions in Mullens, but right now I'm down 23%, nothing crazy. Down close to about $500. My average is 520. Yeah, 524. I was actually I actually had almost a little close to 12 grand in Mullen, right below a little bit above $7 a couple weeks ago, and then I ended up selling that for a I think it was like a 28% loss. And then, ironically, Mullen just fell off a cliff and continued to go down and down. If I was still holding that position, I'd be down significantly amount more. But in the last couple weeks, I've recuperated all my losses with other stocks, and it's like Mullen is just a money pit. I make money with other stocks in the market, and then I end up taking my profits and putting it into Mullen, and then I end up losing money. It's just like, it's crazy. And I know that I'm not the only one in the same boat. I know I'm not the only one. Why does Mullen have such a hold on people? David Mitchery has done a fantastic job of getting holds on people. It's like we're all Mullen addicts or something. That's because Mullen could potentially do something, but it requires one thing. And I've said this in every single video. It requires the right piece of news. Mullen files for foreign trade. That was last week. We're on Stock Titan. Yeah, I mean, unless Mullen drops the right piece of news, we're not gonna squeeze. We're not gonna do anything. Mullen files for something is not going to make this stock squeeze or run. Can it make the stock go up by 10, 20, 15, 10, 20, 30, 40%? Sure, absolutely. And then we crash right back down. Market cap is still below 35 mil. I believe we're on trading day number 15 or 16 out of 30 days before Mullen's going to receive a delinquency notice, I believe. Float is still the same. That's bullish. Insiders owning shares, they can... Those people are institution ownership. Now, short interest. This is something really interesting. The short percent has actually decreased. I believe it was at like 19% a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week. So this is actually kind of... I got to look into this more, because this is actually kind of interesting. To maybe, what the hell is going on here? Oh, my web browser froze. Seriously, why are you giving me a hard time this morning? This morning is actually, hang on one second. I gotta reload my web browser. Alright, we're back. Yeah, for some reason, Google Chrome was not being, very polite. Okay, so no SEC filings, no new SEC filings. MULN is just really silent. I mean, this is what companies do. Benzinga, what is this? Seriously, man? Okay, well, David Mitchery did not buy any new shares. I can tell you that. Okay, pivot levels. Pivot levels, where are we? Why is this thing... Hang on one second. My web browser is all messed up. Okay, we're on bar chart. The amount of time that I spend on bar chart, I might as well make an account and buy so I don't have to deal with stupid advertisements. Alright, so these are the pivot levels for today. Let's go over to charts really quickly. Alright, so as you see on Friday, nothing special happened. We can go to the 1 minute time frame, and it's really nothing. We ended up falling off from 415. We didn't like it's I want to say it wasn't a great day, but it wasn't a terrible. Mullen has had worse days. Let me just put this. For anyone that has ever held Mullen stock before, you know what I'm talking about. Mullen has had bad days. We have a lot of stuff going on this week. I think the Fed is speaking as well. Last week, you probably had a lot of people selling off for tax seasons. Taxes are due next Monday. I'm actually doing my taxes this Wednesday. I totally forgot about taxes. Then my CPA actually hit me up. Hey, just so you know, I'm like, oh, fudge. Yeah, so next Monday, April 15th, we're probably going to see a lot more volatility in the market, which unfortunately Mullen's going to really follow. But Mullen did break the all-time low, obviously like a market open, very quickly. Broke the S1. Thank you, Lord. We did not challenge the S2, which was all the way down 3. But the trend is not our friend, guys. Mullen is going to run strictly on news, and if we don't get news, then just nothing spectacular is going to end up happening. That might not be what anyone wants to hear, but I wish that I knew about all this stuff back in June of 2022. I ended up getting locked into Mullen. New all-time low is 80, 380. I ended up getting locked into Mullen at $4. I was trading Mullen from right above 55 cents back in 2022, 417, first pivot. Where are you? 417, first pivot. I ended up turning a trade, but then again, I didn't know what the hell I was doing back in 2022. I didn't know about any of this stuff, so that was my fault, my life lesson that I learned. But I ended up getting locked up in Mullen at $4. Right, my average was right about $4, and I ended up doing something which so many people have done, and I was kicking myself right in my bum for the longest time. And then I basically said, you want to know what? If it wasn't for Mullen, I would have never gone to a day trading academy that I did last year. I would have never found out about all this stuff. 382. All right, so the S1 is right above the all-time low. That's actually pretty good for our sake of technicals. Because the all-time low is not really a support beam. It's more so a psychological level. But the fact that it's we have a support beam above the all-time low, that's good, especially for Mullen. Anyways, yeah, if I knew all this stuff, I would have exited my position, because Mullen went from $4, and I think it was right around June, they were at like a buck like 50. So I would have been down over 50% on 50% of my position, but at least I would have had a large portion of my account still intact. And me personally, not to gloat or sound like a arrogant asshole or anything like that, but the last 6-7 months, I've been just killing it. I've been killing day trading. I've been killing swing trading. Mullen is just it's heroin. Mullen really is heroin. Like it's a drug, man. Mullen is the worst drug you can ever be on in the stock market. I started making these videos a couple weeks ago because Mullen, first of all, a couple weeks ago, I was getting into Mullen. I was buying into Mullen. Every single day that Mullen would go down by 1 or 2%, I was buying $1,000 worth of shares. And that was when Mullen was above the 35 mil market cap. They had a lot of news still coming out, but something has changed in Mullen. They've gone silent for some reason. I don't know if it's because of the lawsuits. I don't know if it's because the vehicles are really not selling. I don't know anything. David is silent. That doesn't help. The board owns 0 shares. That's a fact. So what the hell is going on? If we go to the daily time frame, so each one of these candles represents 1 day. We're going to be looking at the Keltner channel. I actually really do like using the Keltner channel on a daily time frame. The middle line is the Keltner channel. The top bands are basically, you could also, the top bands are just averages. The Keltner channel, I believe, is a exponential moving average. But you can also change these cool little bands to whatever color. The color means absolutely nothing. I just kind of like using these colors, but anyways, just pay attention to the middle line, the Keltner channel. So right now we are below this band. Anytime that we fall below the bottom band, we tend to end up spiking up. We ran 28% with no news. So we are just now below this band. If you had to look on things that Mullen has done, which we can talk about all day, but it kind of looks like this day right here. We kind of broke below here, and now we are on a new day. So we could either do something drastic like this, which I am praying not happens, but we will have to bounce back because the Keltner channel is based on, it's all based on technical analysis, and technical analysis, ooh, voodoo, it does work. There are 7, 8, 9, probably even billionaires that use technical analysis, and vice versa. There are 7, 8, 9, 10 figure people out there that use fundamental analysis too. But if you look at what Mullen has done before, whenever we break this line, we tend to push up. We got no news last week, and we ran 28%. I'm gonna be looking to see if we actually start pumping, because if we do, that's going to be an indicator for me. This is not financial advice. I am not a FA. I'm just a small fish in a big pond. But that's going to be a signal. And by the way, if we have another day like this, a pump and dump day, you would be an idiot if you don't like. And I understand that there are people watching these videos that are still holding a position in Mullen. If you want to trade Mullen, you can open a new account. I use 2 brokers. I use Robinhood for my shares that I have on Mullen is on my Robinhood account. Anything that I do on swing trading, I use Robinhood. I like Robinhood. It's easy. It just looks, it's very simple to use. And I just like it. But I mean, for TA, Robinhood is crap. You never, I mean, you're not gonna, I mean, can can you have trading view open and then day trade on Robinhood? Yes. However, for day trading, I use Webull. Webull is amazing for day trading. I actually have no positions on my Webull account. I just have straight cash. And all I do on Webull is just do day trades. I'm building a significantly cash account on Webull just from day trading. Swing trading is where I have my positions I'm currently holding on Robinhood. So if you're holding a position, let's say on Robinhood, you could open a new brokerage account and you could start trading Mullen, day trading Mullen. That's actually what I did. It's last year, because I wanted to get out of my bag position, and I mean, because if you're holding a position on Mullen and your average is a lot, which is so, this stock has just brutalized everyone. You could very well open a new account and then you could trade a 28% mover day. And if you know what Mullen's going to do, it pumps and it dumps. It pumps and it dumps, so you can make money. That's something I've been doing, and it's been working in my favor. But I'm going to wrap up this video here. I just want to say that I really am saying prayers for this stock, and I still believe that if Mullen drops the right news, this stock could go crazy. Absolutely crazy. But you need the right news. You don't have the right news, you don't have a short squeeze. It needs collection of revenue. That is what's going to save the stock. You need it's honestly, like, why are you silent, Mullen? It's, what are you hiding? Otherwise, right now, this stock is just going to sleep. That's pretty much about it. Mullen is just going to sleep. It's very sad, but that's what's ended up happening. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Anyone watching this video, thank you again. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing, because it sucks. Just, it's a little depressing, the whole Mullen situation, but it is what it is, man. All right, let's all keep the spirit high, keep good faith, and remember that Mullen is one of many. Mullen is not the only stock in the market. Remember that. You can make tons of money outside of Mullen, but having Mullen on a watch list and double checking for news, it's not the worst thing on the planet. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.